got this.
I'll rip you apart.
Get out of here.
The inheritor, guide my blade. I will resist.
All right, they're not so tough. Talk about a bugged fight.
No match for me.
What are you doing? The hell? I'm so confused right now. Okay, now he's up there. So weird.
You won't survive me. I'm getting my ass kicked.
AMA Fortis. Thank you for the follow. Welcome.
Endure this.
Not what I meant to do.
Make your peace.
Okay.
It hurts.
Rules are made to be broken. The world's not ending just yet.
What the fuck? That is a buggy encounter. Okay. We good now?
Let's see what we can do.
Okay. Yeah, let's go into the Asimar's house. We saved those people. Did the prisoners I freed manage to get to your house? Thank you for your mercy and generosity. I've sheltered and cared for them as best of my ability. Being enslaved was a huge shock to these women. Despite being among friends, they will still struggle with the consequences of their ordeal. The girls you freed remain silent. Their eyes hold a quiet, grim resignation that wasn't there before. Yeah. Demons examine you, their gazes both of very, I don't know that word, and imperious. Their leader, a misshapen demon whose facial features exhibit not even a passing acquaintance with symmetry, issues a commanding bark. Shut up, everyone. Get on the ground, on your stomachs, turn out your pockets, and perhaps we'll settle for taking your gold and spare your lives. But you, my sweet morsel, you'll be leaving with us in pieces. Demon grins malevolently at Latford. It's a derivative of avarice or greed. Okay. Behind the chatty demon, hello Ivy, by the way, the huge Bavakia stares sleepily at his feet. A large, cloudy crystal sticks out of his chest. Several smaller crystals have broken through his skin in several places, like young saplings bursting forth from the earth's embrace. A slimy fringe of thick, red saliva hangs from the monster's slack jaw. He gives a surprised snort, then grunts shyly at you. Who are you? We're the best in the Assassin's Guild. Mess with us and we'll mess you up. Why did you come here? This Asimar misfit has made a certain someone very angry. So angry, they put a large bounty on his head, which is why we're going to gut him, festoon his dismal hovel with garlands made of his entrails, and then play ball with his stupid little noggin. Oh no, I'm not talking about avarice. Oh, there was another word. There was another word other than avarice that I didn't recognize. Who's that brute tagging along with you? Oh, this? This here is our Gouger. We found him in the sewers below Aloshanera, barely breathing. We were going to cut his throat, but he's so addled he's tame enough. And mighty strong. Someone must have scrambled his brains real hard. Now everybody knows not to screw with us, or we may wake Gouger up, and they're done for. You're not assassins, you're just common rabble. Only we had Ember with us there.
I'll bathe in your blood. Into the fray. They'll beg me to stop.
Did you see that?
Oh, just why? Why?
The light take you. I will resist.
Alright, we'll be turning deadly aim off, it looks like. horrible rolls.
Damn you!
No glory without risk!
Prepare yourself.
Come on. There we go. Wait, sir, don't kill me. I'll tell you everything. It was Red Mask from the Bad Luck who came up to us and gave us the money. Who sent you? We don't know her name. Everybody calls her Red Mask because that's what she always wears. I have no idea who or what is beneath the mask. She sits in the Bad Luck all day, guzzling booze like there's no tomorrow. Who is she? She just said you don't know. Damned if I know. Some kind of woman. Definitely not a demon. She's one of yours, an outsider. But she's got an edge to her, and her mask is scary as anything. Finish him. Please, I beg you, protect me. Unless you stop, Red Mask will get to me. And even worse, to my wards. Do not fear death, but these girls must not be hurt again. I cannot put an end to the Red Mask's depravity, but you can. I appeal to your mercy. Find her and stop her once and for all. Who is she? Haven't the slightest idea. No doubt, some villain displeased by my attempts to save my kin from slavery. Perhaps a dark soul that revels in crime and the suffering it brings. I've never met this creature before. Okay. Where's the door? Oh, there it is. Okay.
I welcome your company.
That'll do for now.
Here we go.
See if she has anything new to say to us. Since we killed the guards last time, they're just letting us through. Have you no friends? You must keep coming here to chat with me. Or perhaps, though I find this extremely hard to believe, you are not completely useless and have something of interest to me. I don't think I want her patronage.
I can handle it.
It's like a last resort type thing. Where was... There it is. Wow, we gotta have a conversation with a lot of people. Hey, what's up, Eagle? Guess what I had for lunch? My friend, it's been so long since we last spent time together, wouldn't you agree? Haven't even gone for a stroll. I've missed your company. Yep, I had a Baconator with extra bacon with bacon jam. All the bacon. A Baconator with extra bacon with bacon jam. Mm-hmm. You want me to say it nice and slow? Are you all right? Yes. No, I'm quite well, but there's a way to improve my well-being 100-fold. You love bacon jam? This was the first time I've ever had it, and it's not bad. Not bad at all. No, I didn't send pics. It was devoured too quickly. All right, hint taken. Where do you want to go together? I'm pleased you understand me. No one understands me better than you. I would like to suggest a little adventure. Take me to the brothel. Are you serious? Have I ever given you cause to doubt my seriousness? My request is not as simple as it may first appear. Miria is demanding blood. Her whispers are growing ever more insistent, becoming overwhelming, muddling my thoughts, stopping me from thinking about anything else. We need to help her, and I know how. In the 10,000 Delights, there's a special service. It's only offered to those who already know of its existence. Deep below the brothel, there's a place where there are no limits. Do you understand? What's more, the service entails making a pleasure slave of the person your heart desires above all others. I would like to seize this opportunity. You're very well informed about the brothel's secrets. How did you learn about them? Let's just say I made inquiries. All we do here is fight and kill. Isn't that enough blood for Miria already? To feed Miria blood, I must perform a particular ritual. Select a victim, cut him open from neck to navel, and wait for the life to leave his body. Then I lower Miria's amulet into the still warm flesh, and then take a piece of that flesh inside myself. You already know how this works. You forbade me from killing your subjects in Dresden, but here in the Abyss it's an entirely different matter. We're not even in your lands any longer. What difference does the death of one unknown pleasure slave make, when all the fate of Galarian might depend on that death? Hold on, shouldn't Miria be the one to select a victim? In the brothel, she'll just have to accept whoever we're given. And anyway, why does the spirit from Galarian need blood of someone in the Abyss? You see, the Abyss has completely addled my little Myra's mind. Now she simply craves blood, any blood, from whatever source, even from someone not on Galarian. The brothel promises to turn the slave into whomever we wish. We shall do this and offer Miria a choice. I don't like your tone. Forgive me, friend. It only seemed like my request was quite easy to understand, but you... Forgive me. Alright, let's see how this plays out. I went someplace, you see, to an abandoned mansion. It's in the upper city, not far from Nocticula's palace, and you can't miss it. What do you mean you went? Well, I walked, used my feet. You know, that's how people walk. I woke you up We're not complete strangers, you know. I need this, Chief. Hook you up. I've been thinking a lot here about myself and you. And the moon of the abyss. And yeah, all right, I'm lying. I didn't think I tried. I didn't think. I tried not to think. Only the shadows started talking to me. Even when I didn't want it to. It told me where to go. It said I needed to come to terms with who I am. But maybe I don't want to understand. Maybe I'm better off being kept in the dark. I already know who I am. I'm a poor thief and a loser. Born at the wrong time in the wrong place to the wrong people. But I want to be stronger, you know. I'm used to this moon of the abyss. And if you can give me even more, I'll take it. Otherwise, this Voyatel will keep bothering me till the end of my days. And then everyone else will be kicking me around. I know I'm kind of in your gang, your party, and that helps things, but I can't keep going like this forever, you know. Everything's going to fall apart someday, and the party will fall apart too. I need this power. Wait, did your shadow speak again? What exactly did it tell you? Here in the abyss, the shadows become completely different. It crawls out when it wants, and it makes sense when it talks. It says I got an inheritance, some power that can get rid of Voyatel once and for all. I'll get it if I go to Fellas's old mansion in the upper city. And there's riches in it too. I never turned down a chest of gold, you know. Can I speak to the shadow? Yeah, no problem. No, it's not working. It's like my shadow doesn't want to come out. Stubborn as a mule it's gotten. Okay. No, Chief, it's my business. I figured it out myself. I just told you because I don't know why. I wanted to tell you. I already dragged you into a mess with Voyatel. Just think of it like an apology, you know, but no more. If you want to come to congratulate me once I've gotten the power, you should come, but I'll do it myself. I don't want to get used to always running off to someone as soon as I need help. It's not normal. Aw, come on. You know I don't believe in stuff like that. Come on then. If you're so desperate, you can stand and watch. You can act like you're my bodyguard if you want. I don't mind. I found out there's a slave trader at the local market, a demon in a black mask. Might be grasping at straws here, but what if he's the same demon that kidnapped Trevor? Oh. Is it the one I'm thinking of? Demacchio. He was a poet and a knight once, a brave servant of Desna, and a kind defender of the weak. I broke him, I seduced him, and sent him away. Beckoned him back with false hope of a reunion. Made him do things I'm too ashamed to recall now. I left him somewhere on the road to Alushanera, thinking that he was going to die in the nearest ditch, that somehow he survived. And now this wretched creature has spent so many years in the abyss that I'm not sure if there's anything still left of the person I knew. Okay. Let's go rest. Let's double check our spell slots as well, our spell books. Gray boar. Looks like someone wanted to avoid getting their own hands dirty, so they manipulated you into killing Willidus instead. This someone who's trying to play games with me is not going to give me satisfactory explanation for this. Let's just say they've chosen a foolproof way to ensure their own demise. Right. Give him destruction. Really don't want to take this guy with me anywhere. Hey, Cap. How you doing? I'm doing all right, man. Doing all right. Slogging my way through the abyss. Thinking of a homebrew archetype for Ranger. Tell me about it. Might as well level everyone up, because it seems like we're going to have to take everyone with us at some point here. I haven't looked at any mods for Pathfinder. Okay. Level him up now. Call it a zealous hunter, and the idea is you lose favored enemies, but in it you gain smite opposition, where it opposes your alignment. If you're lawful good, anything that isn't lawful or good, neutral, or anything that doesn't fall under that neutral category. If you're neutral evil, anything that is good. You gain put a smite on it just like a paladin. Pally Ranger. Not bad. Sozio has a quest here, so let's unfortunately level him. Sure, just give him... What? Screw that. Extra channel. That's all you're good for. Can you tell I can't stand Sozio? Greater abundant casting. Alright, everyone else is leveled. Let's make sure spell books are good. Word wilting. Oh, yeah. Hey, Apollon. We went Trickster, is what we did. I mean, I guess theoretically you could probably spec him into something else, but I don't know. I don't know what I would want to do with him. Yeah, sure, why not? I'm not a fan of Camilla either. I think I've inadvertently romanced her in this one. I haven't gotten the option to romance Eru yet. It's only 3d6. The soothing mud in place of it. I do like Eru, though, as a character. Yeah. An Elder Elemental. Rift of Ruin, we know how good that is. Unfortunately. First-hand experience, exactly. Well, we can try the elemental. Know how good destruction is firsthand as well. Okay. I think we're finally ready to rest.
So, Windwalk, how you settling in? Found any new friends to stab in the back?
You have so little trust in others, Lan. Especially for someone who sees himself as a goody-goody.
All right. We are a little hindered by our party makeup for what we've been doing. That's because we have so many quests for the party down here. Bad Luck Tavern. So deal with the red mask. Okay, let's buff up.
We'll make things right.
Oh.
I must part with everything demonic in me. But Desna, please allow me to keep my lovely, irresistibly beautiful wings.
Miss me already.
Let's see. Is that gonna be enough?
Centers. Inimosi Travisi. Stagioni Savitur. Stagioni Savitur. Stationi Savitur.
Really should be doing this on her.
There's no hope, only us. The gods have abandoned. What was I saying just now? Wanna play together?
Want to play together?
I'm prepared.
Inimos tradisi. Inimos tradisi. Inimos tradisi.
Skip the pleasantries.
Just in case. Alright, quick save there. Red mask is here.
Together we stand.
Get lost. I'm not looking for drinking companions. Who are you? It's none of your business. I am Red Mask, and that should be enough for you. Why did you send assassins after Latverk? The woman smiles bitterly and removes her mask, revealing the unmistakable features of an Aasimar. But what once was surely a beautiful face had been disfigured by terrible scars. Someone must have flayed her, carving away entire portions of her skin. That wretch deserves the worst death imaginable. When the demons abducted and enslaved me, Latverk brought me and my fellow captives. I thought myself saved, but I was wrong. The worst was yet to come. The things he did to us, I cannot describe them. He destroyed our bodies and our souls. His sick mind is full of filthy, perverse desires, and he acted them out on us. It was a miracle I managed to escape. I could have left the abyss, but it feels as if Latverk has sown the seeds of his madness in my soul. I refuse to spread his sickness to other places, happier places. Let this evil perish here in the abyss, utterly and without a trace. She does not lie. Her heart aches with a desire for retribution. Latverk is a liar and a traitor, and he must answer for his misdeeds. We must go back and see that he faces justice for his crimes. I should have sensed the evil within him. An Aasimar, a child of light. How could he have done such monstrous things? It's not surprising you didn't sense the rot in his heart. Latverk has learned how to conceal his true nature. None of us suspected him either, even though some of my companions in misfortune were skilled at sensing evil in its many forms. It's terrible what he did to you. Am I not pretty enough for you? Are you afraid? Yes, I'll never be called a beauty again. No, it's not about beauty or anything he stole from you. I'm scared of what he's given you. He shared his pain with you, and it took root and grew. There's a thorny tangle of suffering in your heart, and you're impaled on its spikes. Why is he doing this? Because he's a madman. A blood-soaked lunatic draped in the raiment of a holy savior. A psychopath, a filthy deviant whose sick desires can only be sated by the suffering of his victims. What happened to you after you escaped? I have walked the path of vengeance since then. Callistria, patron goddess of all who have been wronged, has shown me I must dedicate myself to this path. I am the retribution that stalks villains in the night, paints the darkness red, and makes the streets ring with their pitiful screams as I end their miserable lives. Latverk deserves a fitting punishment. Vengeance is sacred. I'll help you settle the score. Then go to his home and repay the man for his many sins. I'll be waiting for you there. I will fall upon that deviant like the blade of vengeance itself. Together, we'll ensure he pays for his crimes with his life. I weep for her. I see how open and pure her heart once was. A shining beacon of kindness and mercy. But the pain and torments that befell her made her cruel. Anger burns within her, and she no longer knows what good is and what is not. what is good and what is not. I cannot and will not judge her. I mourn the innocence that has been lost. I had a feeling that he was not what he seemed. Eye is itching like crazy. Okay, so this is where we need to go.
Can't make the demons wait.
Where are they? What have you done? Did you stop her? Is Red Mask still a threat to us? I know everything about you and your highly unusual tastes. It's not my fault. I did not want this weakness, but it gnaws at me from the inside. I know what I'm doing is wrong, but there's nothing I can do to stop myself. But I swear, I was kind to those girls the rest of the time. It was I who saved them. There is a wound festering in your soul. It hurts, but you cannot share the pain with anyone or your friends would turn away, which is why you set out to make friends yourself, them. But this isn't true friendship. You're still lonely and still hurting. I feel very sorry for you. Oh look, an Aasimar, celestial blood, who turned out to be a twisted monster. What an utterly unexpected phenomenon. Shall we kill him? This deviant makes me seem almost benign in comparison. I loathe coming second to anyone. The time has come. You will answer for your crimes. Red Skull. With a show of impeccable timing, Red Mask, not Red Skull. Red Mask drops from the rafters, looking like the remorseless spirit of vengeance incarnate. Someone who overwrote this read way too many Batman comics. She lands in front of the ashen-faced Latverk, and a harsh, damning voice proclaims, "The hour of retribution is at hand, scum. You will pay for each and every one of your crimes." My evil never go unpunished.
Beautiful. Is that a trap?
My little birds, protect me from this vermin. I come to enslave you once again.
Let's make this quick.
guide my hand.
All right. No deadly aim, apparently.
Make your peace.
Damn, it doesn't matter. It still has to be a 20. All right, Ember, do your thing. Wow, still has to be a 20.
Are you still here?
Fabrizio Turino!
I will resist.
Into the fray!
Simply business.
Asimar screams, desperately smearing tears and blood across his aristocratic face. Begging you, spare me. This distrusting trait, this addiction, makes me hate myself. I was weak, but I swear I will no longer allow my weakness to harm anyone else. Bring me to justice if you wish, but spare me from your vengeance. Justice. You feel a strange itch buzzing in your consciousness. A magnificent new prank is about to burst forth from your dazzling, ingenious, wondrously whimsical, and endlessly audacious imagination. The blood of heaven runs in your veins, while others break themselves, striving to be better, nobler, brighter. You, all those things you were given to you by fate, you were born blessed. This is how you squandered that blessing? This is worse than mere folly. This is blasphemy. How dare you? Yes, yes, he's a traitor, a blasphemer, an irredeemable scum. Stop lecturing him and do what it is you want to do. Remember that you're a demon. Turn his final moments into rapturous agony. You can see that you're eager, so please go ahead. No one will judge you. He doesn't deserve an easy passing. No, I'm not going to do that. I'd hate him, but I promised I would change. I don't want to be like him. Nod to the Asimar women. They're all dead too. You tortured these girls by taking advantage of their weakness. You will soon discover what it feels like to be a woman in the hands of brutes, utterly helpless and entirely at their mercy. I like that. A whirlwind of colorful sparks erupts from your hands. Currents of magic swirl, coiling around Latverk like hungry serpents. A wave of wild joy swells in your heart, lifting your spirits like a wave, sweeping you towards magnificent escapades and ingenious pranks. You will eat the same dish that was served to your wards. Latverk's features soften and the contours of his body blur, becoming finer, gentler, more feminine. A few moments later, you are looking at a young Aasimar woman who bears a passing resemblance to the former villain. Mask, take this dainty little thing to the 10,000 Delights. The local patrons will appreciate her charms. Stunned, Red Mask is silent for a time. When she finally speaks, her voice trembles with glee. This is an entirely fitting punishment. I was not mistaken when I entrusted my mission to you. I will immediately deliver this creature to the 10,000 Delights and make certain it receives a proper welcome. You will take care of these young women, and I will take my leave. This corrupt city is full of scum whose wrongdoings remain unpunished. I will bring retribution to each and every one of them. Red Mask's laughter echoes eerily through the cellar vaults, full of excitement and a lust for blood that can only be sated by more brutal killing. You did a noble thing when you did not abandon the weak in their hour of need. You have my deepest respect. Go to my camp. Young Aasimar women exchange glances, then nod gratefully to you. What women? They're all dead. Huddled together in a tight group, they set out in search of the promised shelter. They carry themselves with an air of grim determination to look after one another and find a way out of this terrible place. Okay, they're alive. Hello? There we go. Real time got us stuck there. The Enduring Wizard. Yeah. All right, that's dealt with. We need to get back to the 10,000 Delights and go speak to a certain someone.
Let's see what we can do.
Yeah, I guess this isn't the way. Aha. Assassin's Guild.
I can handle it.
Yaz. Boulder. The demon standing before you clearly has a penchant for jewelry. His fingers are covered in rings, 3 gold chains encircle his neck, and 4 bejeweled earrings sparkle in each of his ears. However, such exquisite adornments are not enough to hide the fact that he is a hardened warrior and a ruthless killer. His face and hands are covered in long, badly healed scars, and he moves as gracefully as the most skilled swordsman. Look who's here. It's the arrogant Golarian who disposed of our poor Willidus. You aren't about to do something really stupid and start a massacre here, right? Can we just talk? This horn thing one of yours, isn't it? Ursula? Yes, this little demon girl is one of my most faithful, useful servants. Besides, it's so very prestigious to have a daughter of Baphomet working under you. Yaz glances at the horned demon with a mix of condescension and possessiveness. She stares fixedly at the floor. Yes, master, I am your servant. For a fleeting moment, you notice a shadow of angry displeasure cross her face. A spark of fear flashes in Yaz's eyes, like a boy who realized he's gone too far when testing the patience of his parents. Who are you? The leader of this gang of assassins? Yes, and I'm proud of it. The Abyss is full of butchers and monsters, so anyone who chooses to be an assassin among monsters and butchers commands a high level of respect. They live long enough to make a name for themselves, of course. My guild attracts assassins from many planes. No one hires us for simple things, like murdering noisy neighbors or cutting the throat of a cheating merchant. As I'm sure you know, it's easier and cheaper to do that yourself. There's no need to get assassins involved. No, if someone turns to an assassin, it means the victim is a dangerous, cunning, and well-protected target. I've heard a lot about you, Yaz. You're the head of a highly reputable guild that operates on many planes besides the Abyss. Many of my colleagues would consider it an honor to work alongside you, unlike myself. Tell me the truth right now. Fine. I was the one who actually gave Greybor assignments. I needed to light a little fire underneath this cauldron where so many minions of demon lords are being mixed together. I ordered him to murder those demons in Canabras. And I put a hit out on Desirand. Although that ugly idiot didn't bother me at all. But he was an ugly idiot indeed, and a vengeful one to boot. That's why he gave Greybor a dagger that was only supposed to wound the Baelor. And that's why using Willidus's name was important. It was the perfect hand of cards. Derazan survived after suffering a painful, humiliating wound by a mortal's hand. No offense, of course. The Baelor couldn't simply let go, and so he started a vendetta against Willidus, dragging other Deskarites into it. And that was my goal all along, because Willidus was my real target, a target that was very difficult to reach. People like you, or why us assassins, have such a lousy reputation. No respect for agreements. Remain silent. Staying quiet, Commander. I'll have a few words to say to this fellow when the time is right. You're the head of the Assassin's Guild. Why didn't you send your underlings after Willidus? Who says I didn't? I lost a number of capable killers. And yet, as you can see, I found a more elegant and economical way to execute this plan. I won't lie to you, this kind of plotting makes me very proud of my own guile. So these are your guild's finest. They hardly seem professional. Looks like Greybor and I reached Willidus before your killers. Oh please, I had no intention of sending anyone after him. My assistants made sure that every larva in the city knew about the bounty on Willidus's head. I knew that Greybor returned to Alishanera and decided to use him once more. Just like poor Derazan, he had no idea he was merely a pawn of mine. Just as I envisioned, you didn't linger, and paid him a visit before anyone else could. You just said you lost a lot of people going after him. I had no doubt that paranoid Willidus would try to kill anyone who crossed his doorstep, but I expected you to overcome him, and I was right. Why did you do all this? For money and power, of course. This has been my primary motivation for many years now. Somebody wanted that old Woodlouse dead, and clever Yaz has fulfilled their wish, with the expectation of being showered in privileges and treasures. You're getting a share of those privileges and treasures, by the way. I trust you're not going to refuse the reward provided for freelance operatives. Trust me, the sum is considerable. Oh, I'll take the gold, don't you worry. I had no doubt we'd come to an understanding. After all, we share a common language, the language of gold. Since it was my reputation that was damaged as a result of this plot, I consider it fair to lay claim to 20% of the total fee. It's only fair. I appreciate your integrity when it comes to business. As for you, Greybor, you've proven your competence. As a token of apology, allow me to offer you a membership of my Assassin's Guild. Consider the recognition of your talents that you've long desired. I promise you prestige, respect, and a truly staggering fees. Of course, I won't demand that you sever your current contract. You may claim your well-deserved place in your guild when it expires. So then, what do you say? Will I be welcoming you to the big league? We are bound by an active agreement, and therefore I must consult your opinion on this invitation. Are you truly prepared to throw in your lot with demons? Is there really much of a difference between me and them? They're the product of the worst parts of our mortal souls. They are sin incarnate. Many say the same thing about me. I was never a coward, so I'm able to admit that my soul is black and evil. I murder others for money, and I shall never become a respectable member of society, a friend or a father. But I'm tired of asking forgiveness for what I am. Here, I will not be judged for my profession. I am not the freak or monster they think me back on Galarian. How dare they hire me to murder their enemies and then despise me for my profession? They'll treat me differently in the Abyss. The demons respect my skills. They'll treat me as a professional, not as a criminal or a blackguard. It's strange to say this, but I don't feel out of place here. Have you thought about quitting the business? Become what, a farmer, a butler, be an innkeeper? One of those who tell tall tales about their adventurous youth to drunk patrons? My soul is that of a wanderer and a killer. My art is my only source of pride, and abandoning it will make me useless in my own eyes. Believe me, I've already tried to settle down and find an honest job, and nothing good came from it. I shall quit my profession only when I'm judged by Pharasma herself. It's your decision to make. Such words make me respect you even more. Believe me, I appreciate your willingness to let this decision entirely be my own. Where do I sign? What are you talking about? We're not devils after all. Splendid. You've got a bright future here, my diminutive yet deadly friend. This was certainly enlightening and an enlightening conversation, but I see no reason why we should continue. You've received your answers and should probably be on your way. Meanwhile, I should get back to plotting another bloody and violent murder. Have a good day. Indeed, this was an unexpected meeting. I want to discuss what happened privately. I'm at your service, Commander.
Practice makes perfect.
Is there loot in here? Does not appear so.
Can't make the demons wait.
Okay. Okay, to the end of 10,000. What? I guess this is what happens when you make a name for yourself.
Prepare yourself.
inheritor. Guide my blade.
No sleep. Oh, we need to bring Camilla to the brothel. Damn it. Damn.
Good guys always win.
Why are you only firing once? You're staggered.
It's your time to cease to exist. You're in my way.
Patrizio Turino!
Victory is...
Damn it.
Desna, guide my hand.
Patrizio Turino!
You had your chance. Simply business.
The light. Take you.
You son of a bitch.
Into the fray.
I must withdraw.
I don't know if anyone else is capable of resonating anyone.
You're a good person. I like you.
You called? Please, allow me. I shall not be swayed from my path.
A bright future awaits us.
I feel like the chosen one.
The struggles never cease.
Trying to live scale. Ember has access to the res hex. I'm not sure if I took it either.
Worth the pain.
Hey, Luna.
This war must end.
Don't think I took it. We got the heal. I don't think we have it yet. do have a Trindaliv scale, though, that we could use. Still haven't used those.
No reason to pause.
Oh, the waiting's never fun. Rules are made to be broken.
Abilities with
Sylvie
slumber.
is restless. I wonder why.
Nope.
I welcome your company.
Patricio Turino. Patricio Turinos.
Amount of wisdom damage is just absurd in this place.
Patricio Turinos. Patricio Turinos.
I kind of feel like we should be able to switch party members out in the world like this, because yeah.
Let's see what we can do. Here we go.
Who's that go to? Down. Oh, this is where, that's where we entered. That's right. Need to swap my party up. I'm glad your enemies don't use feeble mind as well. There. Just wish there was an easier way to get to the brothel. Do Soziel's quest probably, since we have to come back to the flesh markets. Ah.
a trivial request.
Hello there. Managed to find me, clever boy. I don't know who this is or what kind of association you have, but he reeks more strongly of evil than any other demon in this cursed city. Or Sokoth Banath. What an unexpected encounter. What is it you wanted to tell me? So, we found the answers we were looking for in the Lexicon of Paradox. Makes perfect sense, really. It was written by Aureliu Vorlesh herself, and she was the one who opened the world wound in the first place. Unfortunately, the Lexicon, much like a cheap serial novel, ended on a cliffhanger. Not to worry. I know where to find the second part. Do you know where Aureliu lives? Here, in this very city. In the palace of my dearest sister. I'm not welcome there. We're no longer on speaking terms, but I'm still keeping my eye on her. She thinks her place is well protected against scry. Her defenses may work against others, but not me. I can easily peer into any dark corner or crevice whenever I want. I can't steal the lexicon, I'm afraid. That's a bit beyond my reach. However, I can tell you exactly where it's hidden in Aureliu's room. Here, look. The demon blows you a kiss and a clear image appears in your mind. See Aureliu Vorlesh's luxurious chambers in Nocticula's palace and the cache where the architect of the world wound has hidden her secrets. Nocticula's loyal servant may be able to keep things hidden from her mistress, but not from me. If you happen to pay Nocticula a visit, don't dawdle. Just grab the papers and bring them to me. We've got quite a few good heads on the council. Once we make out her scribbles, we'll figure something out. Why all the hide and seek? The city belongs to my sister. We're not on the best of terms. Normally, I can sneak around the city and go wherever I please, but it's hard to be stealthy with this thing. He wraps his knuckles on the closet door. Playing hide and seek in your sister's city. I smell a juicy secret there. It could even have been intriguing if it didn't involve blasted demons. Why all the prejudice? Are demons' secrets less delectable than the secrets of other races? You shouldn't resist your curiosity. It's a completely natural feeling and delightfully captivating. I have my own ways of sating my curiosity, thank you, and I prefer doing so without the risk of being torn apart, mutilated, or whatever other charming customs your kind likes to practice. You dragged the closet with here with you? But of course, you do need to get to the council, don't you? How do I get inside the palace? She doesn't just allow anyone into her bed. I mean her palace. You get the idea. Especially me. Alas, the sweet girl no longer loves me. You need to pique her interest. You need to become the talk of the town, so that she will want to meet with you in person. There are plenty of ways to gain a reputation, but the most obvious ones are murder and seduction. You could even do both at the same time. No, not I wasn't looking for a brothel entrance. I mean, like the teleporters. To make it easy to get back and forth between locations. Because I have to go back to the camp to change party members. Yada yada. And then come all the way back through here. Nope. Loot. Okay.
Got this one.
these things. I think there's one inside the brothel. I just don't have access to it at the moment. Yeah. Who do we need to talk to here? Greybor. Perhaps I should thank you for your help. You assisted me in dealing with all of Yaz's schemes, even though you didn't need to. I'm grateful for that. Can you explain to me what kind of mess we've involved ourselves in? An anonymous client ordered Yaz, the head of the Assassin's Guild of Shanira, to kill Willidus. He tried to take the target down several times, but Willidus turned out to be quite tough, a tough nut to crack. Then Yaz gave me a new anonymous assignment: kill Darazan and tell him that Willidus sent his best regard. However, Yaz gave me a weapon that could only wound Darazan, not kill him. He hoped it would provoke Darazan and make him angry enough to kill Willidus himself. Of course, you killed Darazan before he even had a chance to do anything else. When Yaz found out we were both in the Abyss and that I'd be eager to talk to Willidus, he started to give me hints as to where to find this fellow. He lived up to his expectations. Willidus died, and I'm sure you remember what happened next as well as I do. So we killed Willidus for no reason? Well, depends on how you look at it. He was to blame for the damage to my reputation? No. Was he an utterly disgusting creature whose face practically begged me to sink an axe into it? Did he try to kill us in his own manner? Well, it's because we were trespassing, though. Were the creatures we encountered in said manner the most atrocious and perverted things we'd ever met? Yes. The answer to all these questions is yes. I don't think anyone is going to cry themselves to sleep over his death, and neither should we. Your reputation's been restored. How do you feel? Don't panic. This will make people think twice before attempting to ruin my good name. But I'm grateful my companions didn't leave me to deal with this by myself, even though they had every right to do so. While I'm so used to working alone, I appreciate a team I can trust. It's good to have someone who's got my back. Who cares about reputation anyway? People are always wagging their tongues. It might not matter much to you as it does me, but a vagabond like myself can only rely on 3 things in life: his good name, a sharp blade, and his sturdy boots. What do you think your membership of the Assassin's Guild of Shanira? I think this position rightfully belongs to me. This guild is not as infamous as the Red Mantis, the legendary fanatic assassins who perceive their victims as offerings to their god, Akekek, or the silent monks of Anaphexia, who guard some kind of secret knowledge and murder anyone who dares touch it. But its name still means something to the discerning client. Shanira is a crossroad between several different planes, and Yaz's assassins work not only in the Abyss and on Galarian, but also in many other interesting places. The fact that I was accepted into this society is undeniable proof of my professionalism. I'm grateful you do not insist on the exclusivity of our contract, but allowed me to reap the benefits of my hard work. Do you want to terminate our contract? First, it would have been highly unprofessional to abandon you after you helped me. Second, the war is still in full swing. My departure would have been a source of gossip, which in turn would have damaged my reputation beyond repair. I don't want people to perceive me as a coward who fled from a good fight. Third, I've long since discovered that working for you is profitable in more ways than one. You're always trying to take down the most dangerous targets, and they'd make great additions to my trophy list. Okay. Alright, we need to bring Kamala and Soziel with us.
I can handle it.
Come on. Any day now. Loading is a lot slower here. Black mask. A stern-looking demon stands before you, bristling with what seems an arsenal of weapons, and his copious scars suggest that he's been hacked into pieces more than once. His face is hidden under a grotesque obsidian mask attached to his flesh by thin straps ending in hooks. The hooks are threaded into the skin, and the wounds bleed profusely as if inflicted mere moments ago. The mask resembles a sinister black mollusk enveloping the face of its victim. When he speaks, the slaver's voice is muffled. Greetings, stranger. I am Werlong, legend of the battle bliss. Are you looking to buy some battle slaves? Or do you need weapons for yourself and your servants? Our brother Trevor was abducted by a demon in a black mask. Was that you? Well, that face, that scent. Yes, I remember him. He was a strong fighter, a dangerous one. I made good money when I sold him. Where is he now? To whom did you sell him? Answer me. Don't be so rude, young mortal. Unless you want to meet your death sooner than you expected. I have only one buyer, the Battle Bliss. You want to know what became of him? Find out at the arena. In the arena. So these beasts made him. Oh, Shaylin, what cruel mockery. But he's still alive, and that's all that matters. We can't waste time. We must get him out of here before it's too late. Show me the weapons you're selling. Definitely need some better daggers. Yeah, don't ever use Kamala. I don't really want to spend money on her. Thank you. That'd be nice for Greybore. Get it. Oh, Luna, you'll be happy to know that you're back in the game. through Windwag's mammoth again. Yeah, I recruited her a while back. Nothing too amazing here. I mean, there's some good stuff here, but not stuff I would really use. But that'd be good for Woljif. Whenever this short sword lands a lands a hit on an enemy, one of the following effects randomly happen. It is an additional 66 slashing damage, deals 1d4 damage to one of the enemy's ability scores, or it heals the enemy for 3d4 hit points. It deals 3d4 damage to the wielder, or the enemy suffers a -3 penalty to attack damage for 1d6 rounds. Yeah. I don't know about that. All right. Wonder how this event with Camilla is gonna go. Our friend Camilla would like to avail herself of your brothel's special services. I beg your pardon, but our establishment cannot provide that type of service at the moment. You see, I have a rather delicate problem. Looking for the spinner of nightmares. Yeah, she lived here a long time ago. She owned several rooms, the den of sweet horrors, she called them. You can easily find them. Just look for a bunch of crazy, drugged-up cultists. Those degenerates were the spinner's entourage. When she left the 10,000 delights, she left them here so we could entertain ourselves with them. I've been to the rotten guttery. You hired assassins to kill me. The Lily-Two delves into your memories. The mercenaries you killed in the lower cities suddenly stand before you. Seeing this, the Lily-Two lets loose a howl of frustration. You piece of shit. Why couldn't you just quietly go there and die? You've caused nothing but trouble. Damn you for all the suffering you've caused Monago and me. Why did you try to set me up? You are Monago's enemy, my sweet Monago. Foul Galarian, you'll pay for standing in our way. So you and Monago are lovers? Demons do not know love. Certainly not the kind you have on your stupid Galarian. But Monago and I were closer than most demons ever get. We were bound by passion. At times we irritated each other so much that we separated, but we were always drawn back to one another. We each became a drug to the other, and then you showed up and started hassling Monago. Tell me the story of you and Monago. I always loved to sow chaos, whereas Monago wanted to rule over it. She once usurped me in my own scheme, snatched it right from under my nose, and reaped its fruits for herself. The gauntlet had been thrown. We spent long months trying to kill each other. We were both impressed by the other's passion, and we became addicted to it. No one has ever wanted to destroy me with such fervor. Once I tried to kill her in her bed as she slept. The fight somehow turned into sex, yet it was so much more than sex. In the morning, we both realized we were bound by our craving for each other. Of course, we do still try to kill each other. Monago can be insufferable, and I'm not much better. But if one of us ever succeeded, it would be a terrible blow to whoever survived. I know demons should not have such feelings, but there's nothing I can do about it. Could two demons truly fall in love, albeit in their own terrifying way? It's believed their hearts have no capacity for love. But you and I both know light is stronger than darkness, and it can shine even in the most impenetrable gloom. It sounds like a story about a serious illness, very demonic. Is there anything in this world that hasn't been turned into a disease or a disaster? What about you, Prince Charming? What I see in you is a larva, a cocoon of a beast that will one day be claimed by one of the evil planes. Or do you think you're different from us? Oh, wow. She just let on that she knows Darren's secret, which is what we're not supposed to do. Uh-oh. Or do you think you're different from all of us? You alone are capable of feeling something other than this thing you've just dismissed as illness. I recently met Monago here in Alichanera. Yet again, she tried to attack me, and yet again, she failed. Chivaro doesn't answer, but a vicious hissing escapes her throat. Monago is a powerless fool, and you can't do anything to me either. With a dull howl, the Lily-Two attacks you. Her claws seem to grow and sharpen before your eyes. The guard's chain collar clanks. He aims the one at Chivaro and states in uncompromising, slightly vindictive voice, "Brawling is prohibited. No exceptions. Please proceed to the exit." The demon activates his wand and Chivaro, howling helplessly, is instantly transported into the streets of Alichanera.